Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 3 of Dynasty Warriors 5 Extreme Legends. And in this episode, we'll pick up where we last left off and go to the Battle of He Fei.
We were victorious at Tong Gate, along with the other warriors from Guanzhong. However, I saw just how powerful Cao Cao was and decided to join his army. This move has made Ma Chao and me enemies, but a warrior must be true to his feelings and follow wherever they lead. I have no other choice. A new life as a Wei officer has begun for me. Our next battle will take place at He Fei. The time to fight Wu has come as I set foot down this new and uncharted path.
Hang Day, I'm pleased to have you with us. I hope that you can show me the same valor you displayed at Tong Gate here at He Fei. Prove that you are worthy to stand by my side. Wu has begun to advance their army towards He Fei, knowing that our forces there are weak. I must hurry. Lead an army there to see to its defense. There are several bases located throughout He Fei. Take advantage of these to slowly proceed forward and pummel the enemy. Go, Pang Day. Prove to me your loyalty and valor.
The Wu fleet is advancing north and will soon arrive here at He Fei.
The enemy outnumbers us greatly. It is too dangerous to risk an attack.
Victory in battle is not won through superior numbers. Guandu! Chibi! Remember them well! I, Zhang Liao, shall crush all those who oppose me!
Hey, I gotta tell you, it's cutscenes like that that get your blood pumping. And speaking of things that get your blood pumping, the theme song to He Fei. I have mentioned in my Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires Let's Play that the soundtrack of Dynasty Warriors 5 is pretty cool, while 6, despite its faults, has one of the better soundtracks, and 7 has the best of them all. Too bad 9 could not live up to the hype. Nope, 9 couldn't, as far as soundtracks are concerned, which is why they're using the soundtracks that was from previous games. So, what I have trying to say is, this battle is basically a one-sided battle for now. And you have to protect Zhang Liao at all costs. And this is the type of music that will get your blood pumped up. You're just ready to fight, you're just ready to kick ass and take names. And that's all there is to it. But this stage is infamous for something else. Zhang Liao's special weapon. I forgot to mention this in either part 1 or part 2, but there are 4 levels of special weapons as opposed to 5, or in the case of Dynasty Warriors 4, level 11. In order for you to get the level 4 weapon for Zhang Liao, you're going to have to strike fear on the battlefield. That means you have to kill every last officer save for 3, which is Taishi, Lu Meng, and Sun Quan. Those are the only 3 you cannot kill just yet, because that would actually end the mission. But what you're supposed to do is actually strike fear in the hearts of them as Zhang Liao. And also, this is around the same time that Zhang Liao was sharing a polearm along with Guan Yu. Said polearm called the Blue Wyvern. And needless to say, the Blue Wyvern is freaking badass. I missed that Zhang Liao as opposed to him holding twin axes or twin halberds later on in Dynasty Warriors 6 all the way through 9. I mean, God forbid. And by the way, it may look like I'm making a dirt move, and I am, but here's the thing. I forgot that I should have left my horse outside where I could just jump out and just ride my horse back out and try to capture the other bases. Because the whole point of this is to try to capture all the bases, take out as many officers as humanly possible, because Gan Ning will show up on the upper, on the very top of the corner, right where those docks are. He will show up later on, and he'll try to make things a little bit tougher. And if there was ever an officer that would make people fear you, that you want to eliminate, it's Gan Ning. In the moment Gan Ning falls, you pretty much defeated the prerequisite for getting Zhang Liao's weapon, because that's an automatic, everybody's going to fear you, and you'll know if you're making people fear you. And another thing that'll actually make people fear you is getting over 500 kills. That will also make people fear you too. You can tell because people will be like, who is that? Look how many officers he's killed. And then, or this one, he's a monster. You hear that? I think you're going to have to go back to your base. I'll put the location of where the weapon will show up. I think there's other weapons here too, probably. But I'll put the location of where the weapon will show up later. And fortunately, before I could actually kill anyone else, the guy who had the dim sum, unfortunately, he got killed by an officer. So yeah, I'll mark the person who had the dim sum, but unfortunately he got offed. And that's probably what will make my blood boil. Oh, God have mercy. I am so sorry. Excuse me 1 second. Seriously, who blazes their subwoofers by people's windows? It's really annoying. Nonetheless, I'm just scrambling to pick up life after all of that. And I'll just go on ahead and ride off and try to take as many bases, or should I say, let's at least go and take the one that's near Sun Quan's base. We take the supply base, that'll probably cut off his supply.
To divide the enemy army.
Oh. There's this. We're gonna have to go back and actually hold off, because here's the thing.
Now, take them all out at once.
Sun Quan is going to be charging for the center. Not just that, there is something of note that needs to be mentioned too. While Zhang Liang is gone, Zhang Liao, sorry. Why'd I said it again? While he's gone, the main camp will be left open. If the main camp is captured, guess what? You fail. So yeah, you might have to take your time and find out all the enemies, kill them all, and protect the main camp while Zhang Liao does a surprise attack. As for everyone who's not Zhang Liao, as for everybody who is Zhang Liao, just kill everything. That's all you have to do. And that would pretty much sum up how you are going to win that mission. I'm going to take this base here because there's enemies coming in. Oh no.
Forward for honor! With my spear, I will sever the threads of Wu's destiny!
And here I thought we were going to fight Gan Ning. I mean, it would have been way too early, but still, at least it's Zhang Liao. At least he's back. At least he's going around picking a fight with the main camp at Wu. So, needless to say,
Turn back and rebuild the camp.
we're just destroying everything that stands in our way. That's the only way we're going to be able to actually win. Well, that and one other thing.
We move to counterattack.
If the peasants drop the right equips. So, yeah, that's the only way we're going to be able to beat this dungeon.
Break through the enemy lines and overrun them!
Anyway, Gan Ning will come about a little bit later. As a matter of fact, he'll be coming up right about now because the tide is turning and we're taking the fight to Sun Quan. It's high time we claim the head of Sun Quan, let alone we actually take out the rest of those bases, because the less bases they have, the better.
Huh? Hey!
Is that one of ours?
All right. Sorry to keep you waiting. It's time to heat things up, and here I go.
Alright, now we're in trouble. Okay, Gan Ning is going to be a highly inspired officer, and you wouldn't want to try to make a detour to cut him off at the pass after all.
I'm always looking for a
We
good...
still have to protect Zhang Liao until that is Cao Cao show up, and then we're going to have to protect Cao Cao. Well, I think I may have got him. No, I didn't. Aww. I'm just going to grab that item here, and I'm getting a lot of +2 and +1s to my attack. It's fantastic. I need all the attack I can wholeheartedly get, because who I'm about to face, well, guess what? Rage Musou is not just limited to me. It's limited to highly inspired officers. So yeah, we're going to get our hands on Gan Ning, but at the exact same time, Gan Ning can use that, it seems like, what I'm trying to say is, damn it, Gan Ning can actually use a medal when he's about to die and become twice as powerful, and also build up Musou if he ever gets attacked again. And that's if you don't finish off Gan Ning and he registers to have at least 3 finishers left, or 2 or 1. I think that's how that works. But whatever the case, there he is, backed up by 2 officers. And he's got his Scimitar Leviathan. This is not going to be easy. But I know one thing that is going to be easy. The moment we take care of Gan Ning, it's going to be easy to take out the rest of the soldiers. The only reason why people are highly inspired is because Gan Ning is in the vicinity.
Are you serious? You don't stand a chance.
So yeah, his unit's morale is soaring, but that's still not stopping him. He took a good chunk of my health away that I can't get back. And yeah, I am knocking around his guards a little. And Gan Ning is almost dead. We need to take him down quickly. That was Ching Pu, by the way. Ching Pu is new for Dynasty Warriors. Oh god, he got me caught in the corner. No! No! Oh shit, he's now... Ah, man.
Retreat ain't so bad.
I was just about to say that he is just now was using a Musou Rage badge. But that's okay. We got him. So now we can go and help Cao Cao. And they're eliminating all the other soldiers that had rare items that I could have used. But, well, so much for that. Oh, and another thing I gotta mention. I know there was something I forgot. It's the fact of Li Dian and Yue Jin. They're not gonna help you unless you do prerequisites that make you fear throughout the battlefield and raise the morale of everybody in the entirety of the battle on your side. Li Dian and Yue Jin will sit in the base and not move until Zhang Liao has made a name for himself and gained a lot of notoriety. Sorry. And sorry about the screen flickering. It is happening again because of my capture card.
All units, attack!
Don't underestimate the enemy.
And
must hold
while I do have a lot of speed scrolls for him, he's pretty damn slow. Considering he is a big guy, go figure.
Prepare to attack! Follow me!
And I'm gonna go after Chen Wu. And here's the ironic thing, folks. This guy is dead on the second excursion, not the first. And Pang De was nowhere in the vicinity for Chen Wu. Yet, this was killing Chen Wu and also holding off I would believe, if I'm not mistaken, Zhang He, Su Shu, Xiahou Yuan, and Xiahou Dun all at once in Tong Gate were some of the notable things that is known about Pang De. I mean, that's a misconception because, well, here's the thing. While that would have been an awesome feat, it didn't happen. Cao easily won that battle in Tong Pass. It was just a complete blowout. And all because the lords didn't trust each other. Yeah, see how that went in part 2, but that's not the point. The point of the matter is, when it comes down to romance, which this game is based off of, this man has a lot of wins on his record. And he chose to join Wei as opposed to joining Shu. Now then, let's just kill off the guard captain here and not on to weaken their base even further. And Cao Cao's already on the move. There's just nothing that's going to stop him now. Cao Cao's on the move. Let me grab that. Thank you. Now, one thing I can... Okay, not one thing. Let's try this. What I can say... I gotta stop saying one thing. I keep saying one thing over and over again. And that is...
You should know who you're dealing with.
Pang De... No, the audio didn't skip. I just skipped dialogue there. Pang De is actually a powerhouse. Like, he has a 6-hit combo for his 4th charge, provided you have his 3rd weapon, which I do have, by the way. He also has it when you charge up. Oh, that guy gave you a +4 defense? Awesome. He also has it when you use the charge attack. He will unleash a random element on the enemy, either fire or ice or probably wind or electricity. But mostly fire. And that's if you charge. And that's like after the first square hit, you press triangle, and he'll just charge up and fire a fire blast, or an ice blast, or a thunder blast, and it will stun, burn, or freeze the enemy. But more often than not, it's going to be fire. Is there anything else left about this? Yeah, he's one of the slowest characters in the game, bar none, because of the fact that he's carrying 2 halberds.
Did you think?
So yeah, he is pretty damn slow. And again, this weapon is what Zhang Liao uses later installments of Dynasty Warriors. Because Pang De was cut out of the lineup of people who was going to show up for Dynasty Warriors 6 and 7. But he's back at 7 Extreme Legends, and, well, needless to say, playing as Pang De, while it's awesome, it's also tragic because of what happens to him in Quan Castle. Yeah. By the way, that's the last level of this Musou, and that'll be done in part 5. Hey, what can I say? It's trying to... Well, Dynasty Warriors has been trying to be true, but more and often than not, it's going to try to make filler or add missions to try to fill the void. And more importantly, Pang De will actually have some feats that he normally would not have, or be involved in battles that he normally would not have. He's not involved in this. If I'm not mistaken, Pang De was involved in Mount Dingjun. He was involved in that. Oh wait, that's the next level in the next part. So, with that said, we actually skipped Chirby, which we normally would go through if things go correctly. And Pang De did not join until I think. When did he join? Oh right, he joined during the battle with Zhang Liao and Liu Zhang. So with that said, let's take this base, and then we're gonna take Sun Quan, and after we take Sun Quan's supply base, then we're gonna take Sun Quan's life. Plain and simple. And unfortunately, you probably haven't noticed, but all of the officers that I could have killed were already took down by either my player character or by Zhang Liao. Taishi, or somebody else actually. Taishi was actually taken down by a generic officer, believe it or not. And the funny part is, he's the guy who had the dim sum. Yep. He was eliminated by a generic officer, and he had the dim sum. Thank you, game. Oh, right, and the Musa wine. Yeah, those are making a return, by the way. And this is the last game that has them, thank God.
You're truly
and
a hero
Musa
of our
wine
time.
and dim sum never makes a return in Dynasty Warriors ever again. Oh wait, no. They do make a return, but as actual food items in Dynasty Warriors 9. And they don't, like, increase your health permanently or stuff like that. Because you've already seen how Dynasty Warriors 9 works. So, yeah. I will put on the location of the dim sum if there... No, not the location of dim sum, but rather the location of the Musa wine. Oh, wait a minute! Blue Meng had that! Oh wait, no he didn't. Actually, that was located somewhere else. But I know for a fact that Taishi had the dim sum, and he was already killed. So, oops. I mean, I don't expect me to fight everything, because for some reason the generic officers tend to kill off the intended people that has the dim sum. Let's just go over and take Sun Quan, and once we take Sun Quan, we will take this battle. By the way, I loved the He Fei theme, and now it's changed to the victory theme because we completely and totally isolated Sun Quan. Funny thing is, if this was Zhang Liao, Sun Quan would have hopped on horseback and ran away. And that would have probably been the ending cutscene of He Fei. And needless to say, you start from being surrounded, and once you play your cards right, kept your cool, and kept from dying, because after all, this is on normal, and God forbid, Gan Ning almost kicked my ass, plain and simple. I had literally no health left, and I still managed to make a comeback, and I still managed to get out of it unscathed. And by the way, there is a short time limit to this, so you can wander around and try to find the Musa wine. It wouldn't help. What would help, actually, yeah, it would help actually. Musa wine and the dim sum definitely would help, because until you get the extra slots for your items, you might want to have a slot. No, actually, you might want to have high health and high musou, but more importantly, you want to build up on all of your stats. And I didn't even talk about the moon, about those books. I didn't mean to say the books, I mean the moon. Okay, I'm stuttering here. I didn't talk about the books that keep showing up at the end of every battle. Those books are basically all of the upgrades that you picked up throughout the entirety of your playthrough with a character. They can range from 1 to at least 40, if not 100. I think, no, 99 is the max for all of them. Yes, 99 is the max for all weapons, and for all stats, and the more items you pick up from enemies, the more powerful you become, the more you can protect yourself, and the better chance you have at beating hard. Because that's the only way you're going to get all the items that you're going to probably look for. Plain and simple. And this battle is over.
A smaller force defeating a much larger army. That is the beauty of strategy. Wu must have thought they would win that battle, and are surely disappointed. We probably won't be hearing from them for a while. Now we must turn our attention to Liu Bei. We won't be able to do anything until we've allowed some time for our current wounds to heal.
And with that said, we've got Tiger Amulet, and that's it. Alright, there was an officer with a weapon. He was killed too. Oops. Oh, but the good news is, at least we got an item slot.
A new
Yay.
bodyguard has come to act in your service.
Okay, no, I don't need a new bodyguard. I've got the best bodyguard lineup right now. And I forgot to mention those, the bodyguards. The bodyguards, they help you try to find weapons. They try to help you find skills. You gotta actually up them to where they actually do things like heal you, find skills, find weapons, and increase your fame and things of that nature. And if you find rare ones like S grades, keep them. For the love of God, keep them. And this is the end of part 3. Next time we'll be going to Mount Dingjun in part 4, as I mentioned before. And this is unfortunately the end of Xiahou Yuan. So I'll see you guys next time in Dynasty Warrior 5 Extreme Legends.